Hello, happy Wednesday. I am going live. I have my LaCroix here because it is getting hot. It is Mayvember. There is a lot going on, but I wanted to make sure to come to you today with my third tip on goals. So in Wednesdays in May, I'm going live and I'm talking about goals and how they're an aligning and focusing mechanism for teams. I'm talking about how goals and strategies are different. And today I have a tip for when you get to that part of the goal setting process that you're leading and you have some draft goals and maybe they're like, you feel pretty good about them. I want you to ask yourself this key question, which is who looks at this goal and feels like they own it? Who is going to see themselves in it, see their work reflected in it, and see the importance of what you're trying to get people to do? Because if people look at that goal and say, that's the leader's goal, and she is responsible for that, or he is responsible for that, then you're not going to get very far using your goals as a tool to get everyone moving in the same direction. And there are some really great questions that can come up with this, right? And so sometimes, like, for example, schools look at academic goals and say, well, shouldn't students feel responsible for these, right? Wouldn't that be so great to have students really take that ownership? Sometimes people say, actually, it's teachers because teachers are doing the work and they're responsible for creating this environment. And teachers would say, but it's students' effort. And then other people would say, but teachers make the environment. People might say it's your instructional coach, it's your AP, it's your principal. And so I don't come to you with any like easy answers on this. I think that it's important to think about who's closest to the work and who has the most influence over it. But I do think this is really important because people sometimes be like, yeah, goals, they're great. And then look at them and say, okay, but like, that's what the people above me do. That's not actually what I do. And that can be true of kids to teachers, teachers to administrators, right? Whatever it is. And I think that it's important to say and to think about where is this? And if you're like, well, this is a student goal and they owns it. Well, what are you doing to create that environment? How do you make teachers feel responsible? If it's a teacher's goal, how do you make instructional coaches feel responsible? How do you take this thing that you're trying to get everyone to focus on and think about where each layer in your organization sees themselves? So with that, I take a drink of my LaCroix. I take a breath. I keep going with my hump day because there's a bunch going on, but I'm glad to be able to join you today and to talk about this tip. And I hope it helps you as you're working on goal setting. We've got one more Wednesday in May. So if you have any questions or anything you really want to make sure we get to, send me a message or write a comment and I will try and tackle that next week if I can. Take care. Bye.